Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'm showing you some of the best new Cyberpunk 2077 mods. These are fresh, detailed, and honestly just great additions to your game. From an awesome cozy new apartment and immersive dialogue to world expansions and cinematic features that'll make you fall back in love with Night City. So let's get into it. Now really quick though, just really quick. These are all working on the current version of Cyberpunk as well, just because sometimes I get comments and they want to fight me. But first up, we've got Kabuki Diner Apartment. Easily one of the coziest mods that I've seen in a while. This one adds a studio apartment above Tom's Diner in Kabuki. And of course, it's interactable as basically every other apartment, from the bed to the coffee machine, incense, and even smoking or leaning spots. It's got that lived-in feel that makes it instantly feel like home. I love this apartment. Downstairs, you've got a small garage and utility room, both connected by a working lift. There's a stash, wardrobe, and computer, all the stuff it is, alright? And an addition of a cat named Tommy, which I can only assume is just Nibbles' brother, and they are both ugly. But yeah, he just chills out, does whatever Tommy does. I don't know. Also, don't worry, Nibbles is safe. Nibbles is in your other apartment. And there's also a custom fast travel point, which is a pretty nice touch. Now, to unlock the apartment, I didn't have it unlocked at first, so I know exactly what you've got to do. Yeah, if you don't have it unlocked yet. You'll need to complete the gig Concrete Cage Trap. It's one where you rescue someone with the initials TM, because I'm not giving you spoilers. And once you finish that gig, wait about 24 hours, and I think it's El Capitan who will text you, and then you'll have a map marker of your new apartment that you can purchase for 9,000 eddies. And if you haven't got that gig yet, by the way, just keep doing more of Regina's gigs that are sort of in a maybe like 3-kilometer radius of Kabuki. And then after you do, I think I had to do probably like 6 of them, maybe less, and then it all happened for me. I just pulled up to Kabuki and it was surrounded by NCPD. And I was like, hey, wait, something's happening here. And yeah, stuff happened. The mission. It's awesome. It's a cool mission. But yeah, and then Regina will call you telling you the dates of the gig and just finish that gig and bam. But honestly, this apartment is awesome. It's in a cool area. It's got the vibes. And if you ask me, it's a perfect addition to your game. All right, we've spoken enough. Home is sorted. But what if V actually talked while living their daily life? Well, next up is Immersive V Dialogue Expanded. And this one really improved my game. Now, normally V doesn't really have much of anything to say outside of missions. And all of us, all want that to change. So, this mod adds over 200 reused and recontextualized voice lines, so V will comment while driving, looting, being hurt, hacking devices, performing actions, and quite a lot more. Even when you're in combat, like shooting up people and getting shot at and stuff, your V will react, and it feels like, it feels really fresh. I know I say that a lot, but that's my goal with mods. Things that make it feel fresh and not stale. Like, so I can continue playing the game that I fucking love, you know? And I know that's how a lot of other people are as well. You want freshness. And yes, Johnny might drop in with random quips too, keeping the dynamic alive. And also you can tweak all of the mod settings in the mod settings. Like you can tweak just how much they talk or turn on or off certain dialogue options just in case something gets annoying. Like maybe you don't want V to have things to say while in combat, or maybe you don't want V to talk while they're driving. You can turn that off in the settings, which is a great addition, by the way. Great work, mod author. Now that V feels more human, let's bring some fun into the streets. Up next is basketball interactions. This one almost lets you play basketball in Cyberpunk 2077. That's really cool, but it is a little bit limited. It's essentially just a animation that plays when you interact with the hoop or the basketball, and you get 2 options with the basketball and you can dunk at the hoop. It is cool. It's a nice addition. It would be so cool if you could get like maybe a basketball melee weapon and like throw it at the hoop. Something like that. I think that would be awesome, and I'm pretty sure that would be almost doable, except you'd need a melee weapon that doesn't stick into stuff. You'd need one that bounces, hey. Well, modders, you've done amazing stuff, always. I wonder if that is something that could be done. Please! That would be awesome. Anyways, it's simple, it's pointless, but that's actually why it's fun. No buffs, no XP, just vibes. Now, you're not going to spend an hour doing the basketball, but maybe you just got back from a a tough mission or a tough day and you just want to shoot some hoops. Pretty cool. Okay, so if you're enjoying the video so far, please subscribe. We are closing in on 10,000 subscribers and that is incredible. So let's get even closer. But with that said, thank you and let's get back to the video. Now, I know I mentioned a throwable weapon just before, but let's mention another one. The throwing weapon Batarang. And yes, it is exactly what it sounds like. You can now equip and throw an actual Batarang that is also complete with multiple variants. Now, I'm not sure if Batman himself had multiple variants, but honestly, he's missing out, I think. But yeah, it functions like a throwing knife. It's reusable. It's obviously sharp and it goes very fast, obviously. But you're instead Batman. There's also Batman mods, by the way. If you're not aware, there's a Batman costume. There's some Batmobiles. I haven't tested them out. And I mean, you can go full Batman, to be honest. But hey, mate, well, like, who knows? Maybe I might do a Batman mod list. That could be an idea. If you want a Batman mod list, let me know. I can cook it up. But yeah, I mean, it's a Batarang. You throw it, kill people. It looks cool, and that's pretty much all. So, moving over to the next mod. Next up is the Santo Domingo Garage Home. This one converts a wrecked building in Santo Domingo into a full apartment and working garage. You've got everything you'd want. The stash, the wardrobe, the shower, the bed, a laptop, everything. Now, it's tucked near the bottom of the Santo Domingo Dam, close to the Ripper Dock that is in the area, and a gun shop, which I think, if from memory, is not a gun shop, it's a guy in a shady room. Or is that the Ripper Dock? I think that's both of them. But I will say, it's got that gritty, industrial, rundown crap vibe, but like the kind of place a merc would actually live. Now, you could be boys with all the boys there, and like homies. There is a mission there where you take one of their guns if you do good, and they're actually not that bad. They could be good people. I may have judged too soon. But on the complete opposite spectrum of this, not dirty, clean, is the Ho-Oh Club Clean mod. If you've ever been to the dude, this word's hard, man. If you've ever been to the bar, you probably noticed it's absolutely messy. It's like, it's really messy. I didn't even notice it till I saw this mod and got the footage before. But like, dude, there's trash everywhere. Garbage piled up on the floor, bottles on the counter, the bins are overflowing. There's like, dude, oh my God, there's probably rats too. Well, anyways, this mod fixes it. It cleans the entire place up, removes the clutter, trash, grime, random crap, newspapers, and random junk that honestly made the place look abandoned, minus the people that are there. But with this mod, you can actually appreciate the architecture and the environment properly. It's a simple change, but it completely changes the vibe. Now it feels like a place you'd actually want to walk into and get completely shift and have a few drinks. Now, let's take a breather and enjoy the city from a cinematic angle. Up next, we've got Autodrive Cinematic Camera Extended. And this one, I quite like it a lot. It builds on the base Autodrive feature and adds a ton of cinematic camera angles so you can just sit back, hit Autodrive, and essentially watch the city go by like a movie. I would recommend when it's raining, go do the Blade Runner Easter egg. Go make it rain and just vibe out. The mod adds extra angles, smoother transitions, and pairs perfectly with any radio mods you've got. This mod has quickly become a true must-have in my eyes. There are only like a couple of camera angles that aren't ideal, but honestly, I think those are just the base game ones, to be completely honest. The mod author nailed this. Now, it did have a bug for me where the camera stayed still, but as soon as I found out that 1 and 2 switches your camera angles, all good. I really love the camera angle that is in your car looking out the front window. That one's really nice. Also, I would love to see a few more camera angles added. I'm sure there's a couple more that aren't in the mod, but right now the mod has a lot of camera angles and they all look very nice. If you're into that stuff, perfect. Speaking of rides though, let's talk about a certain talking taxi. Immersive Delamain takes the AI cab system and gives it a little overhaul. Now, I didn't download this mod and I'm gonna tell you why. So, with no mods that affect this, just keep that in mind. I've no mods that affect this, but when I call my cab to come and pick me up, it's invisible. Why? We're not the Avengers. I don't need an invisible cab that I can't even get in. Like, and then when I do get in, I'm visible. I just look like I'm a floating V. Dude, NCPD will burn me. That's bad. So yeah, I couldn't install this mod and I don't know how to fix my invisible cab problem. Anyway, it just doesn't work. The mod doesn't work for me because of the invisible cab situation. Anyways, If your Delamain cab is not invisible, this mod would be great for you. V now actually interacts with the Delamain socket port with a prompt, and also this adds more than 40 new dialogues between V and the Delamain. You got 12 new variants of greeting dialogues, 11 new variants of farewell dialogues, 13 new variants of confirmation, and the other one's a secret. You have to go and read the mod page to find out, because I'm not reading it. The Delamain also has a combat condition. If V is in combat, Delamain will rush to drive, and in that case, you won't need to connect your socket port. Delamain will provide you a map immediately. So yeah, this mod adds quite a few cool little features, and honestly, I don't see a downside on installing it, as long as your cab's not invisible. But the final mod on the list for today is the 911 Turbo Trike. And yes, this thing is pure chaos. It's a three-wheeled Porsche 911 that's part car, part bike, and all attitude. Created by my favorite vehicle creator, Orange 3. But just look at this thing. It's the new Porsche that they added, but instead of you rescuing it, or however you got it, I can't remember. Instead of you rescuing it, it got taken by some gang members of sorts. I don't know which ones. Oh, the mod page says the Wraiths took it, and they angle grinded the top and took a seat out, took two seats out. They cut it up, man. They cut it up heaps, and they made it a bike. They made it a trike, actually. 3 wheels. It's got fully active suspension. It's also, this should go without saying because mod creators are doing amazing work, but it's a single variant that's standalone. It won't replace your actual Porsche that has no roof. And also, Johnny will ride with you in the back seat, which is awesome. Also, this thing is filled with a lot of amazing details. Like, if you look closely at it, look at the seats, look at the cow skull, the suspension, like, it's very detailed. Awesome work, man. But yes, that is all of the mods that I have for you today. The best new mods that I've found recently. Now, perhaps these mods aren't the most super duper ultra game changing, but each of these does add something meaningful. Whether it's world building, a few new interactions, or just a little bit of extra chaos. And with that, thank you very much for watching. And if you found even one mod worth trying, please consider subscribing, as we are closing in on 10,000 subscribers, which is so damn freaking cool. So yes, please subscribe up. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, and as always, happy modding.